Alright class, this is what we have for today. You guys are going to do your basically Italian beef. We're going to use the brisket just because it's all I could get. So we're going to do Italian beef brisket. This takes about 2 hours. So once you get this prepped, you're going to go ahead and cook it today and let it cool, and we'll shred it tomorrow, and I'll show you guys how to do that. So in your pack that I'm going to give you, you're going to have 1 chunk of beef brisket, which looks like this, and I went ahead and I got whole briskets in, cut them up for you guys. Beef base, which is concentrated like beef stock. Red onion, which I'm going to show you how to cut up. 2 cups of water. I gave you guys 2 pepperoncinis, which are like a spicy, not super hot pepper, and peppadews, which are a sweet, mild pepper. Okay, so we're going to get our stovetop on because we want this to get warm, because we're going to sear the meat first. And then get your oven set. I got mine at 375, okay? So, let's go ahead. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. First, we're going to take our onion out. So I already got this one cut in half. Take that off. I'm going to give you guys about 1/4 of an onion, okay? So we're going to take this. Just do a julienne with it. I cut off both ends. Okay, so I'll probably have those kind of set. So you'll get something like this, and then this is what you're going to do with it, okay? So we're going to set that aside. The peppers, go ahead and break these down. Just take the whole pepper. These have been, the stems and seeds have been taken out. Just go ahead and break them into quarters. That way you guys can have have like a little piece to put on each part of your sandwich. All right. And we're gonna braise all this together, okay? And then also when we show you the finished product, you're gonna have the bread and the cheese with it, okay? So you're gonna take that, cut these into quarters. And then the pepperoncinis, the bigger pepper, or pepperoncini, whatever you wanna call it, if you wanna put these on the sandwich as well, you can, or you could just cook them in the broth and have them on the side. But we'll cut the end of this off. Okay. Cut it in half. Now, if you don't want the seeds in there, just take your knife, kind of scrape them out. And then you can take these and put them into strips and put them with your other pepper. Okay. Break that in half. Cut it in half. Cut this into strips. Okay, so now we have our mise en place right here. So you can get rid of the seeds. And then beef base, I'm just gonna put this in here. I'm gonna give you guys literally about a teaspoon. That's about a teaspoon right there. That's all you really need. So the second part is we're gonna take out our piece of meat. Okay, and we want to season this. If you see this, sorry, I got seeds on my fingers. If you see this, and I already did clean and sanitize, mind you. This is the outside part of the brisket. So the brisket is on here. You see the brisket, there's the head of the cow, there's the foreshank. The brisket's right behind there, so it's down here. That's what it looked like when I got it, and I broke it down. So this outside piece is where the fat would have been, and I left some fat on each piece, so everybody has a little bit of fat so it doesn't get dried out. But you can see the marbling in this thing. There's a lot of fat in between it, but it's a very tough piece of meat if you don't cook it long enough. So what we want to do is just go ahead and get it seasoned right now, which I'm just going to go kind of generous with salt. Turn it over, and just season all pieces, all sides of the meat. Like you eat the whole thing, so you might as well have it seasoned. All right. And then you can put whatever you want. I'm going to put salt, and then I'm going to put fresh ground pepper and Italian seasoning into the pan, or into the sauce when it's cooking. So we're going to go over here. All right. So basically, we're going to get our pan. This has been getting hot. Put a little oil. And then we're going to take the meat, and you want to put the fat side down in that oil. Use a pair of tongs, though. Don't use it. All right. So you hear the sizzle. We want this to get a nice sear on it. So what I'm going to do is let it keep cooking, and we'll check back in a sec.